Hey Libra, welcome to your March 2025 monthly reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started here and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. Let's see here. I would like to announce as well that I still am running a sale on my personal readings. If you're interested in that, that link will be down below in the description here. All right. I am kind of picking up some anxious energy here, worry. And I think it's particularly around your stability, with the Four of Pentacles being in your challenge at this time. What is the future position? You did pull the Ten of Swords here. Very interesting. Something you're worried about, I do feel like is coming to like an end. Because right now I see you with this Nine of Swords being in your current energy, to where you're experiencing almost like this never-ending nightmare, like something that you keep thinking about that keeps causing you stress, causing you worry, causing you anxiety here. And I think it's like you're really trying to find that deep inner truth here, because you're looking for a sense of security with the Four of Pentacles and also certainty here as well. And right now with all this Pisces energy in the astrology, I mean, things feel very uncertain and all over the place. And it's like we're having to go with the flow. And this is a big month because we will be having a lunar eclipse this month. I see you finding your truth here, and I think it's going to be liberating here for you. So even though you could be overwhelmed or just experiencing all these restless thoughts, just hang in there. I mean, I really wanted to like make a heartfelt video about this Pisces season because, and before I pull your oracle cards and jump in, right now in the astrology we have the Sun, Mercury, Neptune, Saturn, and the North Node in Pisces, and then we just had this new moon in Pisces. Or actually, when I'm doing this video today, it is right now exactly the new moon in Pisces. So the moon's in Pisces, and Pisces energy deals with uncertainty. It's going with the flow, and while we're going with the flow, we're being asked to look inward, to do deeper research, to contemplate, to meditate, and to just deepen our awareness, right, and connect to our soul. And the more we dive deeper into ourselves and dive deeper into situations, a lot of things will be revealed. But we're always in a rush. Specifically you as an air sign, Libra, you kind of want shit fast. You want information fast. Fucking Gemini's your ninth house. You want to know shit fast. But I feel the Pisces energy, it slows everything down to where it forces you to look more inward and be more introspective and take time to really understand things on a deeper level. And that's hard to do if you're an air sign, or just in general, if you're just someone who likes stuff to go really fast, it's hard to do. And so you could be feeling this restlessness, right? It's like you're searching for that deep truth, right? That deep inner truth that resonates powerfully, that gives you your answer here to the problem of something here that you're facing at this time. So let's pull your oracle cards and then we'll jump more deeply into your reading here. But this connection is all about this reading is all about the connection to your higher self at this time, and I'll explain that more, because on the grand scheme, like this month is a big month astrologically. We have a lunar eclipse on the 14th in Virgo. We have a partial solar eclipse toward the end of the month. Venus is going retrograde, your ruling planet, on the 1st, and then Mercury is going to go retrograde as well on the 15th, right? Mercury goes retrograde a day after the lunar eclipse. So eclipses in general, eclipses in general bring change, right? They redirect your path, right? They close out karmic things. They help you clear karmic debris, or just, it just redirects you. And when you're in the midst of eclipse energy, specifically being in Pisces season right now, it can just feel very disorienting and very uncertain, and that can cause restlessness. Because if you're looking for certainty, you're not going to find it right away. You'll find it in moments, but then you just realize it leads you down another rabbit hole. You did pull this Mars card. It says force here. Now it's interesting because Mars is in Cancer at this time, and Mars has been retrograde. But with Mars now coming direct, or Mars that has come direct recently last week, Mars is all about strength, initiation, passion, energy, fuel. And with it being retrograde over this, last 3 months, you can say, it's like we haven't been feeling like our inner strength. We haven't been feeling self-determined. We haven't been feeling passion, or at least a consistent rhythm of passion and strong initiation with things. It's felt more kind of like we were stuck in the mud. But with it now coming direct, I think it's really going to help you here address obstacles and challenges here. And Mars is in your 10th house at this time, Libra and Cancer. So when it comes to your work and your career and what you're ultimately trying to be in this world, you know, you have a lot of ambition, and that's what you're trying to accomplish, right? Mars is very direct. It wants the answers too. It just wants to just point the way and go. But in Pisces season, it's like, okay, we kind of have to just ride. We have to ride the waves here and see where the waves take us. We can't be hesitant either, but it's like we have to ride the waves. We have to go with the flow, but then we have to also learn how to surrender. Then we have to also learn how to trust our intuition and then take action on certain things. So there's a lot going on. You have this North Node here. It says step outside your comfort zone. Yeah, it's interesting. We're going to go into your read here in a moment, but the Four of Pentacles being in your challenge, one of the things I see here is that you actually have the necessary resources at your disposal at this time to invest into whatever it is that you want to do. However, I kind of get that maybe, like, yeah, you may be missing some things, but I feel whatever it is, whether maybe it's not, maybe you don't have all the material stuff, or maybe you don't have, you know, certain things, but like resources can be anything. It can be your knowledge, your wisdom, your communication, the way you speak, the way you persuade. It's like you have like the power within your hands here to build what you want to build. And with this North Node card, and the North Node is in Pisces at this time. So all this Pisces energy on that North Node, the North Node represents the future. They're fate and destiny points. They're connected to the nodes, obviously, right? So it brings change, extreme change. And with all this Pisces energy, you can feel very uncertain. It's like, yes, things are changing, and it's like things are kind of all over the place, and things are uncertain, and you're kind of having to just surrender, but then also trust your intuition, go with the flow, and then it's a bunch of energy that we're all dealing with. But I think here, with that North Node being in Pisces, it is in your 6th, which is the 6th house's obstacles and challenges, and there's a lot of things that you're figuring out, I feel here, and it's kind of difficult to really feel certain about things. You pulled this River card. It says flow here. See, y'all just think I'd be saying shit. Literally, the North Node in Pisces, I was thinking about it today. I was like, I went for a walk and I was contemplating pretty deeply, and I was writing in my journal, and I was just looking at the water, right? The pond, there was like a fountain, and I was just reflecting deeply just about the water element in general, you know, and just like, and just how like water represents just like depth, reflection, softness, stillness, compassion, empathy, love, joy, renewal, spiritual healing. And I was thinking about that North Node in Pisces, and I was like, North Node in Pisces is like literally an image of a river, right? It's like whether or not you want to get into that river and trust where that river is going to take you. It's like, you know, like if I give you an example, it's like, you know, downstream is everything that you want. But it's like, man, I don't know it's like you just have to get in the river, right? It's like you got to get in the boat and go down the river and see where the river takes you. It's taking you there, but you might go on a whole bunch of other journeys, right? And that's like going with the flow, but understanding that everything is working out for your highest self. So I would say, yes, it's like having to go with the flow, but that could definitely be difficult. You pulled the Two of Cups here for your overall energy here. And I don't really pick up, like this is love. You do have the Lovers here in the read and the Hierophant. So I do pick up some type of love here. There's something here in regards to a relationship. Like if you're single here, this could be you establishing a partnership or finding a relationship here if you're single. But I kind of get this energy to where it may be a little bit bumpy at first, or something like that. But if you're in a partnership right now, I think there's things that you two are both trying to understand better, specifically when it comes to how you two can strengthen the clarity of communication in your relationships. And I'm going to point that out here in your reading, because there could be blockages with communication at this time. And I'm not just saying that, right? It's literally, we have Mercury in Pisces, where it's hard to communicate with Mercury being in Pisces. Mercury's about to conjunct the Neptune right as we step into the beginning of March. So, you know, Mercury deals with our intellect, the way we think, process information, relay it to another person. And with it being in Pisces, it makes us very wise and intelligent. It makes us understand things very deeply. But when it comes to the translation and articulation, when we're trying to explain something to someone, that's where it gets lost and it becomes blurry and very abstract, and it's hard to understand. So it can cause communication issues. So I would just be aware of that here. You have the Nine of Swords, but with that Two of Cups here as well for your overall energy. When it comes to you yourself, this is about you really trying to connect back to your inner world and find that sense of emotional security and comfortability. And a lot of integration work that you're trying to do as well when it comes to really connecting to your soul, bridging parts of your personality that you have been disconnected from, and just ultimately trying to find that sense of wholeness. With the Nine of Swords right now in your current energy, there's a lot of stress, worry, anxiety. There's a lot of things that I feel like you're thinking about. Some things aren't that big of a worry, but I almost kind of get intuitively, Libra. It's like when you start thinking about it more and more, it's like it just amplifies the worry. And then you kind of have to like disconnect from that thought and then focus on something else. And then when you think about that thought probably later, you're like, I don't know why I was so stressed about that or so worried about that. It's just in general, I get this very amplified, kind of worry energy, stress energy here. But I do feel we're gonna go really deep into this read, but I see it's like you're figuring this out. You have the Four of Pentacles here in your challenge position. And yeah, I think right now, ultimately what you're trying to obtain and secure is power and influence. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but what I think you're really after is like you really want to be able to have control over your situation and your circumstances. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody likes to feel out of control. Everybody is seeking control in some form. I'm not saying controlling, but everybody in a way is seeking stability, security. And I think that's something here that you're trying to do. But also too, Four of Pentacles is like you want to obtain something great. You want to build something great. You want to put together something here. You want to accomplish something. Four of Pentacles is when you do quality work and the proof shows, right? So it's like you have something that's very powerful. And the Three of Pentacles as your advice, you working toward your stability, you working toward securing something that is meaningful for you, building your foundation, your stability, your security. But also like something here I feel like you're trying to like literally accomplish and complete and achieve. And what that is, the Three of Pentacles as your advice is saying, if you're going to invest your time into something, anything, Three of Pentacles says channel your mind, body, soul, and spirit into your work here as much as you can. Because it's interesting, you have the skills, the Hierophant's here in the position of something you're unaware of. You have the knowledge, you have the skills, you have the wisdom, the experience, or just the resources for you to actually do quality work, Three of Pentacles. But the Three of Pentacles says it's like you just got to do it, right? And it's interesting because the only Mars archetype in your read is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is Mars and Capricorn. And simply put, Mars and Capricorn, Capricorn is discipline, structure, and being quickly tenacious when it comes to achieving your goals. Simply put, discipline. Mars is your actions, having to be disciplined with your actions and your work to build and create what you want. So that is your advice, is to stay on top of what you're doing here. Ten of Swords here in the future position. I always say the Ten of Swords is the definition of insanity. It's doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. You're finally putting an end to that here. I think the suffering of something here that you've been caught up in your mind, or just you've just been worrying about, it's like you're finally able to put it to rest here. And the reason why I say that is because you have the Lovers here in the outcome. And the Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, all these three cards are connected to Gemini. Nine of Swords is Mars and Gemini. You're restless, right? It's like you have a bunch of energy. It's like you want to do a bunch of things. You're very focused on multiple things here and trying to accomplish multiple things. Ten of Swords, the Sun of Gemini. You realize like, okay, I found a way of doing all this stuff that I've been kind of all over the place with. And then with the Lovers being here, it's like you've established some type of more powerful truth, more aligned truth that helps you transcend the challenges and the obstacles. And I think here with the Lovers as well, you're also seeking these deeper truths at this time, trying to gain more certainty and clarity. And I see you finding that with the Lovers, and when you finally settle here, when you finally anchor into that powerful new understanding, it's really going to connect you to a bigger purpose here. Like it's going to show you your purpose on a bigger level. Things are going to make more sense. You're going to feel more connected to the things that you're doing. You have the Hierophant here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. Yeah, and I would think I genuinely feel, right, with all this Pisces energy, people forget, like, yes, Pisces deals with your dreams and it's the fucking imagination and it's the ideal, but people sleep on the fact, they forget that the other ruling planet besides Neptune, which is the dreamer, right, in the ideal, is Jupiter, and Jupiter deals with wisdom and growth. And so Pisces, are the ruling planet. Jupiter is the deepening of knowledge and wisdom and continuous learning and education. And that is in the position of something you need to be aware of, is to continuously seek new knowledge, deepen your awareness, deepen your self-reflection, introspection, deepen your, go deep into things, research things, and you'll find what will appear to be a miracle. So clarify the Two of Cups here. Clarify the Two of Cups for the overall energy for Libra. You have the Queen of Cups here. Yeah. One thing when it comes to your personal self here with the Two of Cups, Queen of Cups here for the overall energy, this is literally about self-love and really connecting to yourself on an emotional and spiritual level that is solid, that feels comfortable, secure, that provides you nourishment, that gives you love, that gives you joy. Deepening your roots to your soul, to yourself, to your environment, to your home, to your connections and your relationships here. Bruce Lee, one of my favorite quotes, I have a lot of favorite quotes by Bruce Lee, but one of my favorites is, I believe Bruce Lee said this, but I think he said, to know others is to know yourself. Or you can only know others as well as you know yourself. Somebody will probably correct me, but you get the fucking point, right? That's what I'm getting here in your reading. So you're getting to know yourself on a very deep level, which is helping you understand and relate to other people, and it's giving you, and it's allowing for more empathy, more compassion, more connection. More love, more giving, more happiness, really. Because what's in your fourth? Oh, nothing's in your fourth. You have this Chariot card here with the Nine of Swords. Yeah, you may be questioning the direction of your life at this time. The Chariot is your destiny, and actually, I think I said the Chariot is also connected to the North Node, which deals with destiny and orienting yourself to creating a better future or establishing a better future for yourself, moving outside your comfort zone as well. The Chariot's all about moving outside your comfort zone. And the Nine of Swords, it's interesting because I kind of see you in this energy here, Libra, that you're nervous and there's anxiety, but there's also excitement. So I just see right now in your current energy, you're having anxiety and restlessness because it's like you're trying to be certain about the direction of things. But I think this is, I got to be real. I think with all this Pisces energy, it's like you're not going to find that certainty. You're just not. You'll be able to become more and more certain, but if you're looking to land on just an absolute certainty, that's not what Pisces is. That's not what Pisces does. But you can become more and more certain as you keep deepening your reflection and your introspection and your meditation and your research and your knowledge and your awareness. It's like you start to gain more and more clarity, but it doesn't stop until basically, we come out of this Pisces energy. And then we step into Aries. That's why Aries is all about boom, bold, right? Just go in the direction where it is that you want to go. You're certain, you're confident, you're self-determined. And I think, when the sun comes into Aries, that's when, that sense of confidence and self-determination is really going to kick in, and there's going to be more decisiveness. Which, if you want to know when the sun's coming into Aries, it'll be March 20th. But we still have a Venus and Mercury retrograde, right? So there still is other shit that we need to figure out. Clarify the Four of Pentacles in your challenge. You have the Six of Wands. Yeah, it's like, if you want to be real, the Chariot, Four of Pentacles, Six of Wands, it's like you want greatness. You just want to live a life that is great, that's in alignment with your highest potential. It's like you don't want to live, you want to obtain something great. You want to create something great. And I think also too, when letting this trickle down into how this will manifest in the material world, what you may want that to look like or be. Well, Four of Pentacles, Six of Wands is honor, glory, success, recognition, status, attention, success, admiration, recognition, right? And there's nothing wrong with recognition and admiration. Like, if you're a human being, you want to be recognized. Specifically, if you're someone who, if you're really trying to you may want to be recognized for what you do. It's like you want to stand out. You want to be great. Clarify the Ten of Swords in the future position. You pulled the Knight of Swords. I knew it. This will be the clarity and ending of, sort of some form of loop that you're stuck in. Like some sort of thought loop. It's like you're breaking free from that here. I see you just having more clarity. Also, too, I feel there's a deeper vision going on, and that makes a lot of sense, right? Mercury, Venus being retrograde. What we're revising at this time is, what is our idea of, what does, our ideas and our values is what's being revised. And with it being in Aries, it's around our sense of self. What makes, who we are, our identity, our individualism. Clarify the Lovers here in the outcome position. You pulled the Lovers again. There it is. Double clarification here in the outcome. I sense this more toward the end of the month, where there really is a strong union, strong bond that you are establishing between you and God, or you and the divine, in regards to your relationships, because the Lovers represents establishing relationships because it's Gemini, and then also toward and that can look like your love life and all types of relationships here, but specifically with your higher self and with your purpose. Clarify the Three of Pentacles as your advice. You pulled the Ten of Swords here. Yeah, Ten of Swords says you already have enough to go off of. Sometimes we may wait for the perfect moment or wait for the right time with things, and I kind of get here that, no, it's like you already know enough. Ten of Swords says you already know a lot intellectually, right? Your mind knows a lot. The Three of Pentacles is more so, now it's just a practical application of what you know. Let's clarify the Hierophant. You have the Queen of Wands here. And this is in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. So one thing that you may be unaware of is that you need to stand firm in your authority. You can do whatever the fuck you want, Libra. I'm just telling you what's up. I think here with the Six of Wands being in your challenge, the Six of Wands is Leo. Leo is, deals with being confident in your authority, being a leader, being decisive, having clarity, having vision, right? Having reliability, sustainability, and understand that, and just to be who you are. And I think here that with the Queen of Wands, this is about being comfortable, being confident in your authority, specifically if you're a guide or a mentor or a teacher with the Hierophant. Or if you're not even any of that, it's about what you have learned and the wisdom you have gained, and letting that radiate and shine through your being with what you do. It should just be a part of you. Let it be a natural part of your spontaneous expression, and trust it when it comes through, right? And try not to compare yourself to others, because Six of Wands, Four of Pentacles is when, we're kind of judging our success based off other people's success and what they've accomplished. So I would just be aware of that. So that's what I got for you, Libra, in your monthly reading. I'm gonna leave your reading here. If you want to book a reading with me, that link is down below in the description. If you need any clarity, any guidance, or any confirmation, I'm definitely here for you. Or if you want to ask me any question, that link's down below. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And otherwise than that, I will see you later. Bye, Libra.